Hey everyone! So today for our special activity, we're gonna do some baking with my mom. This is Mrs. Hensel, she's my mom. Okay? Today we're going to bake some sugar cookies. So here's our recipe that's written out right here. I'm gonna read it to you. So it says, for what we need for ingredients, we need a half a cup of sugar, 1 cup margarine, 1 egg, 2 cups flour, 1/8 of a teaspoon salt, 1/2 of a teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon cream of tartar, 1 teaspoon vanilla. And then you're also going to need a mixer and some bowls and some measuring spoons. Okay? Then you're also going to need a rolling pin, an oven, and some cookie sheets. All right, ready to get started? So Mrs. Hensel is going to do this first part with you. So I'm going to step over so that she can start.
Okay. Hi, everybody. We need a half a cup of sugar, a cup of margarine. Each one of these is 1/2 cup, so we need 2. There's 1. Now we put the other one in. Oh, and you know what I need? I need the beater for the mixer.
Ooh.
It's over on the sink.
Great.
Okay. We put the mixer in here, make a loud noise. Put in our beater. Everybody's mixer will look differently. You might even have a hand mixer, but that's okay. They all work the same. Okay, there we go. Okay, once it's creamed together, like it says, cream it together, and then you have to add 1 egg. So, I like to crack my egg into a separate bowl because that way you don't get any shell in there. Okay, well this is mixing.
And I'm going to do the dry ingredients. So you need another bowl for that. And we're going to add all of these things here. Okay? So we're going to start with 2 cups of flour. So this is 1 cup, so I'm going to put 2 of these in. There we go. Okay, the next step says 1/8 of a teaspoon salt. This is what 1/8 of a teaspoon looks like. So we're going to pour a little bit of salt into here. There we go. Then we need 1/2 a teaspoon baking soda. This is baking soda right here. Okay. Next this is 1 teaspoon cream of tartar. We're going to use the 1/2 a teaspoon, which means we need 2 of them. Here's 1. So we're not going to put the vanilla in yet. You actually put that in at the end. So now that we have all of our dry ingredients, we're going to mix them together using a whisk. So all you do is you just stir it together really careful so you don't go over the sides, and just mix it together. Okay. So next step is you need to mix together your dry ingredients, which are these, with your wetter ingredients, which are those ones. Okay. I kind of think this is the fun part. So our mixer has this cool thing with it that has like a little pourer spot so that you can pour it in slowly. You don't want to dump the whole thing in, because if you do, when you turn it on, it's going to go poof everywhere and make a big mess. So you just kind of put it in slowly. So I'm going to turn it on so you're going to hear the noise, and we're just going to put it in slow. Okay? If it's a little bit tricky to pour it in, you can just use one of your measuring spoons that you've already used and just pour it in slow. And it's starting to mix in. I'm already thinking about how delicious these are going to be when we're done. Alright, it's almost finished. Just going to pour the last of it in. And let it mix. Smells delicious.
How about we add our vanilla?
Great. All right, it says right there we need 1 teaspoon of vanilla.
Vanilla is liquid. That's why we didn't add it in before. Wow, it smells good.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to take it right out of here and use a scraper. Ours says I love baking on it. Just scrape this into the bowl so that you don't lose any of your cookies. Okay, and then you're going to scrape the sides. All right, so after you've scraped all this back into the bowl, the next step it says on our directions is that we need to chill this for 2 hours. Which means you put it into your refrigerator for 2 hours to get cold. This is an important step because if you don't do this, it's not going to be good to cut and to make all your pretty shapes with. So we're going to put this into the fridge for 2 hours. And we actually already made a batch so you could see the next step, okay? So the next steps are you're going to get a cookie sheet and you're going to spread, you can either put some spray on here or I just use a little bit of extra margarine and you want to grease your cookie sheet so that the cookies don't stick, okay? Now we already made a batch earlier today so that you can see what happened. So ours has already been in the fridge for 2 hours. It's really cold, okay? So what you do is you put some flour either on a cutting board or you can put it right on your counter, whatever works for you. But make sure you put some flour so it doesn't stick, okay? Then you're gonna put some dough onto it, okay? Cover the dough up with a piece of wax paper. It makes it easier to roll, okay? Then you're gonna use your rolling pin. This part is really fun, okay? You push down a little bit and then you roll. It's just like working with Play-Doh. Okay, roll it out. Okay, you can turn it and you can make it a little bit wider. So you don't want to make it too skinny because then your cookies are just gonna rip, okay? Just like with Play-Doh, okay? So after you've rolled it, you peel this off. And now here are the most fun parts. You get to choose what shapes you want to make your cookies. Now we chose to use some ducks, some bears, and some stars, okay? So when you're doing yours, I like to put a little bit of flour onto my cookie cutter and then you just push it down, okay? You could move it a little bit around, but don't move it too much because it'll stretch out your cookie, okay? Then you're gonna pull it up and you can put it onto your cookie sheet. Okay, make sure you're really careful with them. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna do a couple on here just to show you what you do. So I'll do one of each just for fun. Here's the star, fits perfect right there. Just a little jiggle and pull him out. Here he comes. All right, he's kind of cute. He reminds me of Patrick. All right, so after you're done with that one, you're gonna roll it back up, okay? And you're gonna roll it out again. You can keep reusing this dough. Don't throw it away, okay? You can just roll it back into a ball, re-roll it, and cut some more shapes. But I'm not gonna do that now, okay? So the next fun part is you get to decorate. And you get to use this really cool sugar that you can buy at the store that's all different colors. Ours is red and yellow. We're gonna decorate ours together. Make a red star.
Yellow duck,
Mm-hmm.
right? How about a red and yellow bear?
Ooh, sure. I'm gonna put a red shirt on him, just like he goes to Gateway School. He's got a red head too, which is kind of silly. Maybe he'll have some yellow pants.
Well, they're tan, don't they?
Yeah.
Your kids wear tan? There.
Yeah, the older kids do. All right, so after you've decorated your cookies, you're gonna put them into your oven, okay? You're gonna bake this at 350 degrees, and it's gonna be about 10 minutes, okay? Make sure you have a grown-up put this in for you and take it out, because it's gonna be really hot, okay? So I'm gonna put my oven mitts on so that I'm safe, because it's very hot in there. I'm gonna open this safely, and I'm gonna put my cookies in, okay? So you have to set a timer for 10 minutes and then take them out. Ooh, it looks like these ones are almost done. So I already put some in so that you could see what the finished ones look like. These were the ones I made a little bit ago. Okay, ooh, don't they look delicious? So now, the best part of making cookies, we get to eat them. Okay, so I hope that you have fun making cookies with your family. I will put this recipe up on the comments section so that you can try making them at home. Let me know how they come out. Until next time, keep growing your brains, and I'll see you soon.
Mm.